Hey guys, what's going on? So I know I've been absent for the last couple weeks. I kind of missed 1 week for Monday Mentor, but I'm trying to get back on track. But I do have some information for you to try to motivate you and help you, push farther into your dreams and create. So today I wanted to do a couple topics on making time or finding time. And a lot of people, when they look into their schedule, and they just get overwhelmed by how much they do, but they don't really look into what they're actually doing and how much time things are taking, as opposed to what they actually need to be doing. So, you know, anybody can add extra time. They could wake up an hour earlier, a couple hours earlier, and there you go. But the thing that most people don't think about is they don't think about when their best time is. So when they are most creative or most ready to work, which is what I call your prime time. So when you look into that, you look into, when are you most productive and when are you most energized and inspired to create, inspired to make stuff, and then you look into that time slot and see what are you doing during that time that you can either shift around or eliminate. You know, a lot of people at night, they'll come home and they'll watch TV for an hour or two. If you eliminated that and just did some sculpting or just did some creating, that'll give you an hour a night. You do that 5 days a week, that's 5 hours every week. So, it's just a matter of making these small sacrifices depending on what's important to you and finding the right time that works for you. Me, I'm a night owl, so the later hours I usually work from about 7 to 11 or 7 to 12, and that's the best time for me. I still wake up early and I've been able to wake up early, but I'm not as creative in the morning. Other people they do all of their stuff in the morning. They'll wake up at I know artists that wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning and they start there and they do everything before the day starts at like 8 or 9. Um, that all really just depends on the person. So look into your prime time when you're able and when you're most inspired to work, and then try to eliminate or shift around what you're doing during those time slots so that you can create. Um, Another thing I wanted to point in and mention is to know and understand how you work as well, because that's going to determine when you need to schedule yourself and all of that. So me personally, with me being I'm more of a concept and character design guy, so I don't spend a long amount of time on one character. I like to shift back and forth between a few different pieces. So with me, I like working about usually I'll do about 2 to 3 hours on a piece and then I'll shift to another one instead of putting in a full 5 or 6 hours on one piece. That's just the way that I personally work, and it works for me because I'll get to that point to where I'm not really sure where I wanna take the character or what I want to do next. Or I might run into a little roadblock where I'm not sure if a certain aspect or expression or something, or if the character is looking right. So, that gives me time to set it aside and I'll come back to it the next day. So, for example, if you were working Monday and Tuesday on a piece, you had 4 hours. I would much rather do 2 hours on project one and then 2 hours on project two, and do that both Monday and Tuesday instead of doing 4 hours on the first piece on Monday and then 4 hours on the second piece on Tuesday. But that's also something else that you'll learn as you grow and you start working on your pieces. So hopefully that's helped a little bit, and I'll be back in a couple weeks with another Monday, Motivational Monday, to get you guys inspired and motivated to get working, get creating. So I will talk to you next time. Hopefully you guys found this at least a little bit helpful, and just let me know in the comments what you guys thought, if you guys have any questions, or if there's any topics or ideas, regarding anything from creation to time management to scheduling to anything on a creative side, as far as what I'm creating, any of that stuff. All right, I'll talk to you guys in the next one.